From a land that recently erupted in chaos, we bring you an Egyptian citizen on the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Hello, and welcome to the Oprah Winfrey Show. As you all know, the nation of Egypt has been in turmoil for the past week. Protests have been going on since January 25th. I have here with me now Egyptian citizen Cleopatra Ahmed, and she's going to give us a glimpse into her life during the turmoil in this Egyptian nation. Cleopatra, tell us, if you don't mind, what are the basics of the revolution right now? Why did it start?
Well, President Mubarak has been in power for 3 decades now, and I feel like everyone in Egypt is ready for him to be out. We're ready for a time when we have more of a voice than he does.
Now, tell me, there was recently a successful revolution in the nearby country of Tunisia. Do you think that, the success in that country, spurred your people's confidence in their ability to possibly start a similar revolution?
Yeah, that's correct. The same day, the riot police took to the streets and arrested and injured hundreds.
Yeah, I heard with batons and tear gas.
Exactly.
Yeah, so these protests, correct me if I'm wrong, they've been occurring in Cairo, Egypt's capital, and also in Alexandria and Suez. Now, tell me, who are the people behind these protests? I mean, certainly not, a bunch of women like me. I'm just here doing my show every day, so who are the people behind them?
Well, from my observation, most of the protesters are young, tech-savvy Egyptians like myself, as well as the Muslim Brotherhood.
Okay. Now, I read here on my iPad, y'all know I love my iPad. This is the best investment of my life, y'all. And I have to say, all y'all are getting your own free iPad! Everybody here gets free iPad! Yeah! Now, back to what I was saying. This is a fact I find very, very fascinating. You know that only 2/3 of Egypt's population, 2/3, has only known Mubarak as a leader. They've never had any other leader except for Mubarak. I just think that is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's correct. It's insane. And I really think it's time for a change.
I agree. Well, thank you for being here. We'll be right back.
You look tired. I know what you need. Gatorade, the sports drink that'll bring you back to life.
I love Gatorade!
Welcome back. I'm here now with Egyptian citizen Cleopatra Ahmed, and we're discussing the revolution that is occurring right now in her country. Now, before we went to a commercial, we were talking about, who's in the protests. And, the biggest protests were supposed to be on Friday, just 4 days ago. But, this was in fact the day that the Egyptian government, took the unprecedented step of canceling and shutting down all internet services in the country, including text messaging. So, Cleopatra, describe for us, the happenings of the day.
Well, like you said, the internet was completely shut down. During the day, the military was called in to take over all security, a move that all protesters were pleased with. That evening, Mubarak announced that a new government was on its way.
But if I'm not mistaken, Mubarak gave no indication that he himself planned to step down.
You're correct.
Okay, well, since the internet was shut down, tell me, how did y'all communicate?
Well, there's a group called the Telecomics, and they're an online internet group of speech activists. Basically what they've been doing these past few days is work to inform us Egyptians about our communication options, as well as receiving messages from us.
Wow, that is fascinating. Technologies these days, y'all. Now, I understand that Mubarak, just today actually, announced that he's not going to run for re-election. What do you think about that?
I think this is great news. He's 82 years old, and he's been in power for 30 years. I think it's time for Egypt to start fresh and improve the lives for its people. That's all we can hope for during this time of turmoil.
We hope the same for you. Thank you so much for being here today. We wish you and your country all the best. Tune in next week when I have Hosni Mubarak here to hear his side of the story. Thank you and good night. Thank you so much. Thank you. Isn't it your turn?
Oh, I thought you had to
Wait, did you make it stop and start over?
Straight
Kind very, very fascinating. Kind very, very fascinating.
Okay. And that's all that we can hope for during this turmoil. We can hope